What's up, everybody? If you are a Fed fan, you got to be feeling good. Federer, now near 80, somehow has gotten through week one, pretty in the beginning, and it's been looking better and better. So that's the good news for Fed fans is he came out against Manarino, somebody I thought he should have taken care of very easily, went 5 sets. Manarino got injured. Feel bad for him. Fed got through that. Gasquet, first set looked shaky. Tiebreaker, Federer turns on the afterburners. Bam! All of a sudden, vintage Fed is back. Also against Cam Norrie. That's a pretty tricky match. And Fed looked pretty darn good and had a little bit of a bump there. But hey, I think Fed is looking better and better match by match. But what I will say, what's up, Wild Live One? Guys, we are live. So if you're watching the replay, let me know who you think is going to win this match, Sonego or Federer. I think that this is what I have to say about this match. And let me know what you guys think. First of all, Fed is looking better and better. In the beginning, I didn't think he had any chance to go to the finals. Now I think he's got a legit shot to go to the finals, okay? But here's what I am thinking. This is the first match he is going to play where the racket could be somewhat taken out of his hands. What do I mean by that? Are you sold on Federer yet? Is the question. No, I'm not sold yet. And especially this match right here, guys, this is his biggest test. This is his biggest test. And here's why. This is the first match where I feel the racket might be taken out of his hands. If you've never seen this kid play, this Italian, Sonego, he is a big hitter. Big dude, tall, lanky, big serve, big forehand. Backhand's pretty big too. One-hand slice, I was watching that good. Volleys look pretty solid. Like, I'm surprised when I'm watching him play. I've really seen him play a lot this year. And I'm thinking this kid is really, really good. But surprised to find out he's 27 years old. I thought he was like early 20s, 21, 22. Because, you know, I'd seen him on TV every now and then. But really seen him a lot more lately. Kind of like Karatsev, I'd say, to where he's a late bloomer and he's playing better and better. And I think that he has a chance to get Federer. I got to be honest. I think that he is hitting the ball massive. He has gotten through his first couple of rounds pretty easily, guys. Sonego's gotten through easier than Fed. I think he's in better form than Fed. And he's hitting the ball bigger than Federer, and he's swinging through the ball with more confidence than Federer is. Federer is slowly but surely finding his confidence, and the grass, for one of the GOATs, this is his best surface. So I'm certainly not saying Federer can't win, will not win, but what I am saying, so you guys listen closely before you give this video a like or dislike. Listen closely what I'm saying. I'm not saying Federer's going to lose. But what I am saying, that this is the first match that I am seeing to where this guy can take the racket out of Fed's hand. He can dictate play. The other matches against Gasquet, against Manarino, against Cam Norrie, Federer is the aggressor, and we're just hoping that he's sharp enough to where he can finish points, where he can stay in control and finish and not get sloppy, not get shanky like Fed can do. This is going to be a match kind of like against Felix Auger-Aliassime. It's going to be very similar to that, to where is he going to be hitting bigger and better than Sonego? He's going to have to play more defense against Sonego. He's going to have to defend that big serve coming in. He's going to have to run more. He's going to have to hit more passing shots. He's going to have to defend more. He's going to have to cover more court than all his other matches. And when he gets on offense, he's going to have to execute, because both these guys are going to be going after each other big time. This is going to be a slugfest. And right now, it looks to me, when I'm watching Sonego highlights, it looks to me like he's hitting the ball bigger and swinging more freely off of the baseline. Got a nice slice coming to the net. It's going to be a huge, huge test for Roger, a huge test. If Roger can get through this match, you definitely have to give him a chance to go all the way and get to the finals. You have to give him a chance to get to the finals, because really anybody he plays from here on out is on the level of Sonego, okay? I think Sonego could beat anybody on this half of the draw. I think Sonego could take out Medvedev. And again, it goes back and forth. That's the whole thing about the ATP Tour right now, is there's so much unpredictability. It's a lot of cannibalism where they're eating each other. So that's why I see for the bottom half of the draw, Federer is the only one who's really established himself as a perennial champion. So everybody else can kind of beat each other. Sonego can beat anybody on this side of the draw right now, and he's playing really good tennis. That's the way I see it. So if Federer can beat Sonego, he's playing good enough, in my opinion, to get all the way to the finals. Beating Djokovic is a completely different tall order that I don't think we need to talk about until Fed gets there. Okay, I'm pretty sure Novak is going to be there, and Federer is, every time he wins, he gets one step closer. He's got more and more of a shot. And what I'm saying is, if he can win this match, he's playing in good enough form to beat anybody on this half of the draw. So that's what I am seeing. So let's read your amazing comments that you guys are coming up with, because I think this is a pretty exciting match. Okay, Jello says, Federer is done. You know, I think that's a little bit harsh. And we got to give Federer, first of all, we're so used to Federer being absolutely excellent that to see him vulnerable at all, people start wanting to call him done. But what he is doing at age 40, just to get through the first week, is an amazing accomplishment. I mean, really, for any professional tennis player, to get through the first week of Wimbledon is awesome. And to do it at age 40, not many people have done it. So you have got to understand that Federer, even doing what he's doing right now, he's still achieving greatness. Getting through the first week of Wimbledon at age 40, that is greatness. Not many people in the history of tennis can say they've done that. In fact, I'd like to see a stat. How many can? I would guess maybe, did Rosewall do it? Connors didn't do. I mean, you know, he might be the oldest guy to get through the first week of Wimbledon, the more I think about it. So let's see what else you guys have to say. Federer in 5 sets. Sonego will bring his A game today. They're playing tomorrow, by the way. They have the day off. Joel says, yo, my man, love your previews and post-match analysis. Yes, Joel, thank you very much. Joel, in our last video, he was being facetious and said he hated me, but he didn't really mean it. So we're now, again, friends. Wild Live 1 seemed pretty happy with where he's at with match against Norrie. I take a lot of hope from that. Federer did look good. Federer, that was definitely his best match. Federer himself said, I feel like this was my best match. I'm happy. You know, Cam Norrie is establishing himself more and more on tour, getting a lot more match victories. So to beat somebody who's kind of been there every week, you know, you're seeing Cam Norrie winning a lot of matches. Fed feels really good to have that win, and he knew that he had to step up his game to win that match. So that is a really good match. What that is showing is that Federer is stepping up his offense when he's given the chance. When he is dictating, he's starting to dictate better, just being sharper, making less unforced errors. But he hasn't seen this yet in this tournament. He did see it in Halle against Felix Auger-Aliassime. I think it's going to have a very similar feeling to that match. Fed can certainly win, but he's going to see a lot of firepower. He's going to see a lot of firepower, just like he did against Felix. He's going to see big serves, big forehands, and he's going to see a guy who can follow up in volley. He's going to see a guy with a big two-handed backhand. He's going to see a guy with a pretty damn good one-handed slice. This guy has the whole package. At age 27, I am not sure. I do not understand why this guy has not done more on the tour. We're going to take a look at that in a second, but I am surprised that this guy has not done more on the ATP Tour. Federer will bring Sonego into an unknown territory, drive him in the midcourt. Yes, Federer is so good at that. With a slice, Sonego will not know what to do next. That's pretty good. That's good analysis. Despite Sonego's abilities game, it's not the same. Neutralize, counterattack, attack. That's kind of the strategy here. If Fed keeps defense, he can lose the match if he plays too much defensive, I guess. Federer must bring his A game today. Yes. Well, it's going to be tomorrow, but yes, Federer must bring the A game, guys. He must bring the A game. Absolutely true. Sonego is a good player, but his game is the same. It is on hard court, grass, or clay. Federer will make it more of a grass court game, and Sonego will struggle. But that's one thing you keep hearing, guys, is it's harder to make it quote unquote a grass court game. You know, Kyrgios playing, had a couple awesome matches. Said that this is slow, guys. That's what he said to the TV. It's like, this court is playing slow. It's not like playing on grass. So the pros are kind of saying this is not, it's still grass. The ball still stays low. Points are definitely faster than you're going to find at the, are ending sooner than you're going to find at like a French Open. But again, not super fast, not super fast. And now that the court is getting a little more beat up, the ball is bouncing higher and the footing is getting better. Do you think Federer can beat Djokovic? At this point, I don't think so. You know, Federer, we're going to have to see more from Federer. I think we've seen enough from Djokovic, right? I mean, he's won the Australian Open. He won the French Open. He's dominating at Wimbledon. So Djokovic, we know where he's at. He's at the peak. He's at the top. Federer, to me, his first signs of playing Federer-like tennis happened against Cam Norrie, a little bit against Gasquet. So he's getting better, but I can't say he's like ready to take on Djokovic and beat him. That'd be a tough thing. Federer's in better shape than Kyrgios, that's for sure. I mean, Kyrgios, what a disgrace. I like Kyrgios. I understand his mindset as far as like, look, I don't want to work hard. I want to make millions of dollars. I kind of want to live, even though he's an Australian guy, he's kind of living the American dream, making millions of dollars without having to work that hard for it, partying, probably having lots of girlfriends. Hey, who wouldn't trade with him? It's a pretty good life. But if you feel like he owes the game of tennis a little bit, it's very discouraging, and the act is getting old. It's like, oh, I didn't even come to the court with my shoes. Can you go get my shoes? I guess I'm hurt. I can't lift my arm because, you know, I didn't train at all. You know, it's like, give me a break, Kyrgios. It's not cute. It's not funny anymore. You're like 26 years old. Are you ever going to take yourself in this game seriously? The tennis needs you really bad, but obviously you don't think you're important enough to show up for Wimbledon in shape. So, you know, see you later. Let's not talk anymore about Nick. Okay, last few Wimbledons, Federer has been able to get through in the early stages in 3 sets, has not done it this year. I think this might bite him as it passes by. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's like too tired at this point, though. You know, I don't think the matches have gotten very, very physical. I'm sure he's had a lot of nervous moments out there. You know, it's coming back, and you certainly want to make a good impression. So anyway, oh my God, the impression was spot on. Thank you very much. Sustained high level is what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's true. Federer's struggle to stay at a high level. I think that's what a lot of us are seeing is he's having flashes of brilliance, right? Federer's having the flashes of brilliance, but he's been able to, it's been tough for him to sustain. He even had a little bit of a drop in level against Cam Norrie, but he held it together just in time to get out of there. So do you think there's any chance that Djokovic can't make the final? There's always a chance when you're playing the best players in the world. There is always a chance that Djokovic could go out there somehow. I don't see how it's going to happen, but he's a little flat. Maybe he gets a little injured on a practice court. You know, it could be anything. And the other guy has the match of his life, somehow beats Djokovic. I don't see it happening, but of course it could happen. All right, let's see what else we have here. I'm going to go share the screen on this. So we're going to take a look at some head-to-head matchup. And we're also going to take a look at Sonego hitting some balls if we've never seen him play. So let me share the screen here. And yes, so we're sharing the screen. Let's first of all take a look at the head-to-head matchup. This is what's surprising to me. Federer has played him before, and this guy is 27 ranked in the world. He is 26 years old. I am surprised by this. I thought he was younger. I thought he was like 22, 21. To me, he is the Karate Kid lookalike. Have you ever seen the Karate Kid? He looks a lot like the Karate Kid. So I don't know. He seems like he's peaking late in life. He's 6'3", but he looks taller than that to me. He looks like he's 6'4", 6'5". He's a big dude. 168. This is always surprising. Federer 6'1". He looks so thin to me. He's 187 pounds. That always shocks me. This guy's taller than him and weighs less. Surprises me. Right-handed, one-handed versus the two-handed backhand. Turned pro 98, 2013. How many generations has Federer played past? It's just incredible. Let's see here. His record this year, 5-3. Isn't that crazy? Against 18 and 13. Sonego's been playing pretty damn good tennis. Got to the finals at Eastbourne, lost in 3 tight sets to Demon Hour. Federer just keeps racking up the wins. 1,247 wins, crazy. Versus, look at this, guys. This guy's 55 and 57. When you look at his game, how is he 55 and 57? I don't get it. He's awesome, this guy. 103 titles versus 2 titles, 130 million versus 2.5 million. All right, so we can see Federer's clearly had the advantage in every single way. 2019, they even played at the French Open. Look at Fed dominating. 6-2, 6-4, 6-4. So this would let you know, hey, Fed's got a great shot. He should win pretty easy, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as it's been in the past. This kid, to me, seems to be playing better and better. I think that he's starting to look like a top 20, if not top 10 tennis player. And he's got big weapons. And so we'll just take a look at this. And just know when you're watching this, his game is probably even bigger than you're watching this. A lot of these replays, best points are him before this year. So, but as you can see, look at the court coverage, look at the power, the defense. He kind of showed us everything he had in that point. He's a very, very good tennis player. Got a lot of skills. So hopefully you guys can see this. Watch this coming back here. Look at that. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, a lot of effort. Look at that recovery. Look at the focus. Boom. Wish Kyrgios had some of that. He plays good on all the surfaces, in my opinion. Look at that. A nice slide. Another slide and passing shot. His backhand slice for a one-hander looks very fluid and natural. So now here he is playing Federer. Interesting. Here he is playing Federer. Now that is a bad slice by him. The slice is much better than that. On the run, passing shots. So he likes that forehand on the run, I notice. Here he is playing Gasquet, another older legend. And we could see that we're showing a lot of scrambling from this kid. But you know, really, they're not really showing what he does best. These points are a lot of scrambling defensive points. Sonego, I think, is best from the midcourt and attacking the ball. He plays a lot of offense, but it shows here he can play a lot of defense. Here he's playing Kyrgios, our main man, who loves to have an excuse of how to look at that. Again, he could have hit a big forehand passing shot there. It's between the legs. Slice approach shot. Yeah, get him, Sonego. That's right. You're a hard worker. He's a lazy bum. Let's go. That's right. So I like this guy, if you can't tell. I like him. He's going to give 100%, I think. Look at that. He's got good hands. He's a fighter. It seems like he's comfortable in all spots of the court. Federer is going to have to play pretty damn good to beat him. You know, that's one thing I can tell you. I hope Fed wins. I think Fed can win, probably will win. But, man, he's going to – look at this. The guy's got it all. The guy has got it all. He's going to have to play great. Federer's not going to get away with playing okay. I don't think Federer can beat him at this point in his life with his B or his C game. I think we got close to Fed's A game at age 40, okay? Close to Fed's A game at age 40. That's what I think. Let's see here. Let's see what else you guys are thinking. Do you think it's fair comparison of the top 3 achievements without Del Potro, Murray, Nadal, Wawrinka, and even Federer being able to compete? What do you mean with Djokovic? Well, Djokovic has been dominating for 12 years, guys. So, I mean, Djokovic Federer's my favorite player. Djokovic is the greatest player of all time. I'll just say it. There it is. I've said it a bunch of times on video. Somehow the Djokovic fans still think I don't like him, but that's their issue. I've said it a million times. I don't know what else I need to do for them. I certainly didn't forget Sonego destroying Djokovic at Vienna. Yeah, I mean, the dude is good. Maybe Shapovalov is the only real threat to Djokovic reaching the final. That could be true. The Karate Kid thing with Kung Fu Fighting Song. Yeah, maybe we'll come back with that. Maybe Matt Bradshaw will put that on. He's better at preparing his shows than me, my buddy Matt. Sonego is a streak player. plays in patches. Well, Federer's going to need him to be streaky. I saw Mep in Pete's suggested video list. Yes, I did do a serve lesson with the most exhausting player. Let's see here. In Italy, we call Sonego the octopus. Yes, he is. I think Medvedev has that nickname too. But yeah, he's all over the place. Tough player. Who has a better chance to beat Djokovic, Rublev or Shapo? I'd say Shapovalov if he's on his A game, but he's a little bit of a, nut job too. It seems to me like he's fighting harder lately. He had a really good match against Nadal on clay, didn't give up. I guess it seems to me like Shapovalov has been a bit more consistent, a little less whiny, a little more mature. So I would give Shapo the edge, especially on grass. He's got more flair. He's got more variety. He can mix up his spins better. So I would give Shapovalov a better chance to beat Djokovic. But, man, Djokovic just looks unstoppable right now. Federer will have to play himself into form. Yeah, well, that's an interesting point. Ahmed said Federer's going to have to play himself into form. Well, I think his first 3 matches were his opportunity. He played, he couldn't have drawn it up any better. He played people that didn't really have big weapons to dominate and dictate him. So it allowed him, hopefully, to build his confidence, to get his timing, to feel his game a little more, to build his offense. Now there's no more time to play into the tournament, guys. It's second week. You're going to have to bring your best stuff. Everybody playing in the second week. Second week, it's 16 players. 16 players out of, I don't know, is it 164, 128 draw? 16 are left. All these people left are playing really good. And Sonego is a big-time hitter. So he's playing really, really good. So Federer, can't I'm trying to find my game. He's going to have his game. As soon as he walks on the court, he's going to have to bring it. And if he doesn't, he's going to lose. That's it. He ain't squeaking by this one with a lot of shanks and missed timing and not looking confident. If he plays anywhere like he did against Manarino, he's got no shot. I think he's got to step up. I think he's got to pick up where he left off against Cam Norrie and play even better. Betterer for Federer. That's what he's going to have to do. And he's certainly capable of doing it. He's been doing it his whole damn life. It's like what he does for a living, be the GOAT. So that's it. I personally think Bautista Agut beat Shapovalov, maybe. I mean, against all these guys, Shapovalov, any of them, they could all lose any round. That's why it's, so hard to predict because they're so unpredictable, okay? That's why we love Federer. That's why we love Nadal. That's why we love Djokovic. We know we can depend on them. We know that they're GOATs, that they're established champions. That's what we love. Appreciate you for acknowledging Novak is the GOAT, says Jossie. Wildlife 1, he needs to avoid bad service games that he got into a couple times against Norrie. Absolutely. He's going to have to play better than he did. Losing my ability to speak English. He's going to have to play better than he did against Norrie. He will. Can't play the same level he played against Norrie. That's not going to be good enough. Got to play next level of that, which Fed is certainly capable of. I think it's kind of a shame, but Shapovalov should be more than he is right now. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. I hope Shapo will send RBA packing. Roberto Bautista Agut packing. I'm concerned about potential to meet up with Novak. I don't think I have to worry too much about Novak, guys. I think he's kind of got this game figured out. Don't worry. I think he'll be in the final, no problem. All right. So that's it. That's it. That's what I've got. So to wrap up, Djokovic is the best. Oh, come on. We're not going to do that, Wally. Okay, so here we go. Here's how we're going to end. Federer is going to have to play better. Federer's got to play better. If he wants to beat Sonego, he certainly can beat him. He certainly can play better. He loves grass. He said, this is where my season starts. Federer can win. To do so, he's going to have to play even better. He's going to have to play better defense. He's going to have bigger serves coming at him than he's seen the whole entire tournament by far. Cam Norrie does not have a good serve. Richard Gasquet does not have a good serve. Like if it's serve return practice, this is not very good preparation because he's going to go from returning like these medium pace serves to absolute bombs tomorrow. Okay, maybe he can remember that speed that he faced against Felix Auger-Aliassime, and that will help him because it's going to be very, very similar to that. And we know what happened there. Felix got him, but he didn't get him in a 5-set match. Got him in 2 out of 3. That's a lot different, and it wasn't Wimbledon. So, Federer's got that for his advantage. It's Wimbledon. There's a lot of intimidation going on there when you're playing Federer at Wimbledon. So maybe Sonego gets overwhelmed by the situation, misses a little more. Fed's got to miss less. So Fed serves well, returns well, is solid, can play a little better defense, keep his offense improving. He will win. If he falls in any of those categories, Sonego is going to take it to him and upset him. Let's see here. What about the two most promising Americans, Korda and Coco? Love both of them. The young Sebastian Korda, he is the better looking version of his dad, Peter Korda. They look so much alike. And I love Sebastian. He seems like an awesome player, awesome dude. Coco is becoming she's already a star, but she's becoming more and more of a star. She's looking more and more like she's ready to become a champion. It's just a matter of time as long as she doesn't get injured. It could even be this year. The women's draw is wide open. Coco could win it. Coco could win it, or she could not. It's wide open. It's wide open. There's no like Novak on the other side of the draw. There's no Serena Williams when Serena was in her prime. There's nobody there that has more of a right to take it than her. Everybody's kind of like on an even playing field. And anybody can win on that women's side who's left. So Coco, can do it. Hope Shapovalov makes the quarters. Yeah, Hurkacz looks like he could be a top 5 player. Yes, he has. She's gotten better since the hype, so I think she is for real. Swiatek absolutely can win Wimbledon. Yes, Swiatek certainly can win Wimbledon. Certainly can beat Coco. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys is when it comes to the new next-gen players, we're definitely transitioning just because the other players are getting so old. But it's a roll of the dice. Could Coco win? Yeah. Could she lose? Yeah. Right now, could Novak lose? I guess so, but probably not. You see? When Serena was in her prime, could she lose? Yeah, I guess so, but probably not. When Federer was in his prime, could he lose? Yeah, I guess, but he probably won't, so there's just nobody there on the women's side that Coco's going to face like that. So Coco absolutely could win Wimbledon this year. Is Rublev a big threat to Djokovic? I don't think so. Here's why I don't think Rublev is a big threat to Djokovic this year is he's playing awesome tennis, but he just hits one pace. His serve is not going to overpower Djokovic. He's not going to be able to hit through Djokovic in 3 sets. Djokovic is going to get his timing down. And I just don't think you can play one pace against Djokovic and beat him unless you're somebody who's 6'5" and can literally just serve him off the court and you're on fire. But a guy like Rublev, I think he needs more into his game to beat Djokovic. I would be very, very surprised if Rublev got Djokovic. I'd be very surprised if anybody gets Djokovic before the finals, and I'd be surprised if anybody beats Djokovic in the finals. It's definitely his tournament to lose, so that can be a lot of pressure. He's putting the pressure on himself. He has said, my goal is to win the Golden Slam. What does that mean? He's pretty damn close already. It's winning the Australian Open. It's winning the French Open. He's done that. It's winning Wimbledon. He's trying to do that. It's winning the Olympics, and it's winning the U.S. Open. That's his goal. That's a big, heavy goal. It can get to you. 1 year, Serena was trying to break a record, and she ended up playing Vinci, the Italian, who literally just sliced the ball, had no ground strokes, and put pressure on the net. and Serena choked. If Serena wasn't thinking about all the pressure of what she was doing, she would wipe the floor with Vinci. So you never know when the pressure might get to Djokovic and he just slips and loses to somebody that he shouldn't. But it seems like he's handling the pressure pretty damn good to me. It seems like he's hungry. It seems like he's in form. I would be surprised if Djokovic lost. I think by the end of the year, Djokovic will establish himself not only to his fans, but to everybody as the greatest player of all time, because he will have possibly 21 majors, and he could have a golden slam. And if that all happens, don't come to me with any arguments about why he's not the greatest, because they're just kind of lame. I mean, he's been number one forever. He's been dominating for 12 years. I mean, what else can you say? Joe Erickson says, you are right, mate. Only Wawrinka can hit Djokovic off the court. Yeah, that's true. Wawrinka had a couple years there. It's one of the very few players who can ever say this, that Wawrinka, when he was in his zone, could out-hit Djokovic, could out-hit Nadal, and out-hit Federer. When Wawrinka was playing his absolute best, and he was able to do that for like a year or two, but when he was, and he was in the zone, you couldn't beat him. So 100% right. Novak is the man with titanium balls of steel. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Novak just needs to be in Zen mode. Just don't get the audience in his head. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. That's the only other thing that could maybe get to him is like, you know, it seems like when Djokovic isn't playing well, things are not in harmony in other parts of his life. You know, maybe having personal issues off the court with family, I heard might have been an issue at one time. There was a time when he was kind of getting in fights with the ATP tour, and that because he was heading that up, and that kind of, I think, took his focus away. But when Djokovic is locked in here and his body feels good, can't beat the dude. Tennis Paris brothers say hello. Hello. I've liked your, I've noticed how you guys have been covering the matches live as they're going. That's kind of cool. Berrettini could really challenge Djokovic. Yes, I guess he could. Would like to see Berrettini win. Yeah, I guess so. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing Djokovic win the Golden Slam. I like to see greatness. He's trying to do it. I like it. B2 looks like he wants to come up here. You want to come up here and say hello? B2 is at my feet kind of saying, hey, Pete, you seem to have forgotten about me. So I'm going to remind you that I exist by just kind of being at your feet. Yes, because he wants to be petted. Everybody, if you like B2 and if you like tennis and if you like these live streams and if you like tennis instruction, then you definitely need to like up, smash up the like button on your way out, subscribe so you don't miss another video, so you don't miss B2. I actually filmed 3 videos today with B2 in it. One of the videos is the top 3 things you can learn from a dog about how to become a better tennis player. Gonna be a pretty good video, I think. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys on future videos.